Welcome to One Up Boys, guys and gals. On this extra episode of History this week, we'll be taking a look at one of my childhood favorite characters that I happily ended up stumbling upon. He's a tough little guy who's been through a whole lot, essentially being an orphan at the start of the series due to the main bad's quest for world domination, but eventually gaining a pretty large family, with even his own returning, who are willing to help him just as much as he's helped them. Welcome to the history of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. How he was created. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger was created by Steve Stamatiadis for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger in 2002. According to Steve, Ty's full name is Tyrone due to them naming him after a friend at Pickpock. His original design had him with green shorts and shoes, but Steve decided to take them off after wanting to use them as power-ups so he could get over patches of bindi prickles, but this never ended up getting implemented. He also decided to use red shorts instead and took the flower patterns away. Ty's look. His first design is pretty simple, but it really made the character stand out. His second design subtly changes his shorts, and his third design surprisingly changes a lot. The shorts are now black and red, his gloves become fingerless while getting a bit more character to them, and he gets a shoulder belt. His most recent design has his shorts inverted from his second, and instead of a belt strap across his chest, he has a red cloth sash. Personality. Ty doesn't really receive true characterization until the second game, but the first shows off the heroism that he keeps throughout the series, as well as his one-liners. He's always willing to help anyone in need, even if the request is selfish or would help his enemies, such as when he saves Sly. In the second game, he's even more ready to get into the thick of everything, which includes jumping into volcanoes and fighting dinosaurs. He does also show a bit of a cockier side as well, but it is kind of earned, especially since he usually backs up his boast with skill. For the most part, Ty isn't really the leader type of hero. Although doing a lot of the brute work himself, he usually has help or guidance in the form of the various teams he forms throughout the series. Abilities. Ty's biggest strength is his mastery with boomerangs, being naturally skilled with them from the get-go, and even developing a close-range style of fighting with them. He also has mastery with the many different types of boomerangs there are, including ones that explode on impact, ones that zap enemies, ones that become infinite, and ones that can warp him through objects. His main combat expertise is through his hefty bite that has been shown to be extremely powerful. His final bit of expertise is through his use of the power bunyips, which are basically mechs for the Tasmanian Tiger, such as the Shadow Bunyip, the Thermo Extreme Bunyip, and the Lifter Bunyip. Games he's been in. His first appearance was in Ty the Tasmanian Tiger in 2002 for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. It has since been released on PC, PS4, and Switch. His following appearances have been in Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2, Bush Rescue in 2004 for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy, and recently PC and Switch. He was then in Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 3, Night of the Quinkin in 2005 for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy, and PC. His final appearance was in Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 4 in 2013, which has only been released on PC. Voice actors. Ty has only had 2 English VAs in the series. For the first game, he was voiced by Stig Wemyss. His VA ever since has been Greg Ellis, who's also voiced characters such as Brian Buster Jr. in Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, Cullen in Dragon Age Inquisition, and Rocket Raccoon in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Extra info. I actually wanted to show what a real Tasmanian tiger looks like because I realized I didn't even know until I did this research. Its true name is thylacine, and they were native to Tasmania before they became extinct officially in 1936. The only other game to reference the character is through a costume in another Chrome Studios game, Blade Kitten. Another bit of info about Ty's name is that if it was up to Steve, his full name would be Tyrone Tiberius Thylacine. Since we're finally starting to see Tai again recently, I'm really hopeful that we'll be seeing Tai in another game soon, at least after the third and fourth game get ported to the newer consoles like the first and second. Maybe we'll even see old man Tai in the future, handing off the reins to the new generation. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.